Fans think they're in love. And here's why: Freen and Becky. When two people are just co-stars, but don't look like it. Every year new on-screen pairings appear. Some are memorable, some are forgettable, and some, very few, create a chemistry so powerful, so natural, so unforced, that audiences begin to ask, wait, is this still acting? That's exactly what happened with Freen and Becky Armstrong. From their very first appearance, fans felt something different. Something deeper, something that didn't fit neatly into co-stars or friends. And as more moments piled up, the world began whispering a question that refuses to fade. Are they in love? Fans think so. And here's why. The way they look at each other, it doesn't match the script. Actors look at each other all the time. But Freen and Becky have a kind of eye contact that feels too warm, too soft, too full of unspoken understanding to be rehearsed. Fans noticed. Becky's eyes soften whenever Freen walks into a room. Freen's stare lingers a second too long. Their smiles around each other are different. More genuine, brighter, natural. They forget cameras exist when they're looking at each other. These aren't chemistry for the scene. These are the kind of looks people give when they feel safe and connected. One fan commented, "They look at each other like the world fades away." And honestly, it's hard to disagree. Their comfort level is suspiciously high. Normal co-stars keep a little distance, maintain boundaries, appear professional. Freen and Becky share clothes, whisper to each other constantly, lean into each other without noticing, sit so close there's barely space between them, fix each other's hair, outfits, microphones, touch naturally like it's routine. There's a specific comfort people only show around someone they deeply trust or deeply care about. Every tiny touch feels instinctive, not planned. And fans can't help but wonder, why does it look like second nature to them? The protective instincts are real, especially from Freen. If you watch any event, any fan meeting, any interview, you will see it instantly. Freen is always aware of Becky, not in a controlling way. In a protective, caring, "I've got you" way. Fans noticed. Freen moves Becky behind her in crowded spaces. She offers her hand whenever Becky walks down steps. She guides her gently with a hand on the back. She shields her from flashing cameras. She gives Becky space when she's anxious, and closeness when she needs comfort. These aren't professional responsibilities. These are instincts. And they don't appear out of nowhere. One fan said it perfectly. Freen watches Becky the way you watch someone you don't want to lose. Becky melts around Freen, and everyone has seen it. Becky is confident, bright, playful. But around Freen, something shifts. She gets shy suddenly. Her voice softens. Her humor becomes sweeter. She looks at Freen like she's seeing the sun. She always chooses Freen when asked personal questions. There are dozens of clips where Becky looks at Freen and completely forgets what she's doing. It's not acting. It's not fan service. Something softer. Something genuine. Fans say Becky's Freen smile looks different from her usual smile. Warmer, more intimate. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. The two perfect timing posts on social media. Fans are not crazy. They notice patterns. And Freen and Becky have posted matching colors, matching captions, matching locations, matching moods, matching quotes, within minutes of each other. Not once, not twice, but many times. Coincidence? Maybe. But the timing, the themes, the consistency feels intentional. And fans are convinced these are their silent messages to each other, or about each other. Interviews where they accidentally reveal too much. There have been interviews where they forget they're being filmed. For example, Becky admitting Freen is the person she relies on the most. Freen saying Becky makes her feel calm and happy. The way they laugh at inside jokes no one understands. The instinctive, "I'll answer after you" moments. The emotional expressions when the other speaks. And the most viral one. A fan shouted, "Becky loves you." Freen smiled and said calmly, I know. 2 words. Millions of heart attacks. Because you don't say, I know, unless you genuinely feel it. Fans believe there's something more. And they're not alone. People all around the world, different ages, different cultures, different languages, all feel the same thing. That's not normal. That's not typical fandom imagination. That's a global emotional reaction to 2 people whose connection feels deeper than acting, deeper than friendship, deeper than coincidence. One fan wrote, I don't need a label. What they have is real, you can feel it. Another said, even their silence speaks louder than the relationship announcements of other celebrities. You can't train millions of people to feel the same thing. Unless there's something real. The truth no one can confirm, but everyone can feel. Are Freen and Becky in love? No one knows. Only they do. But what fans see, in the tiny moments, the unspoken language, the instinctive touches, the natural closeness, doesn't look like a PR strategy. Looks like connection, affection, comfort, maybe love, something real, something blooming quietly, something that destiny didn't hide very well. Fans aren't imagining things. They're responding to a bond that feels honest. And that's why the world keeps watching. Conclusion. Maybe the fans are right after all. Freen and Becky might never confirm anything. They don't need to. Because fans aren't reacting to rumors. They're reacting to moments. Moments that feel sincere. Moments that feel intimate. Moments that feel like love. Whether it's romantic or not. Whether it's label-free. Whether it's private. One thing is clear. Whatever Freen and Becky share, it's special. And the world can feel it, even if they never say a word.